Hi everybody, it's Professor Finley, and here we are. We made it to another Thursday of week 8 no less, so yay for us. All right, so you're going to notice in today's asynchronous workout that I'm coming to you from several different locations. I'm coming to you from a studio where I teach in Long Beach in the afternoons, and I'm coming to you for part of the workout from my own home studio. So I apologize for a little bit of the lack of continuity in today's workout, but hopefully we'll get some great work done and enjoy. Today's workout is going to consist of a short aerobic workout, so we'll get up from our mats and get up and get moving a little bit, and then we'll come down to our mats for some more modifications and one new exercise today. Enjoy. All right, everybody, here we go. Shoulders back, collarbones open, ribs relaxed, core engaged. Here we go, light prance. Really feeling the feet articulate into the floor, getting that nice toe ball heel landing every time. Getting those arms swinging as we slowly start to raise that core body temperature, get the blood circulating, and raise the heart rate. Keeping the knees directed right over the toes, and continue to breathe. Great, everybody. Let's pick it up a notch. Bringing it into a little light jog in place. Make sure you're holding on to those upper back muscles. And as always, keep breathing. Great, everybody. Okay, let's pick it up one more notch. Good, everybody, and let's race to the finish line. Here we go. Nice and fast. Still with those soft feet. Great, everybody. Just tap it out side to side for me. Let's take our parallel shoulder distance stance, knees directly over the toes, and go into our squats, keeping the spine neutral, sinking into the heels. And up, and 2, and 3. Knees right over toes, 4. Feel the tailbone and the sits bones extend behind you each time. Keep the chest and collarbones open. Good, sinking deep. And reach. Let's take 4, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Take it into a little pulse. 2, 3, 4. Let's come up to the rise and take a balance. 6, 7, 8. Once again. 2, 3, 4. We'll rise, balance. 6, 7, 8. Nice deep pulse. 2, 3, 4. Rise. 6, 7, 8. And pulse. 2, 3, 4. Stabilize. 6, 7, 8. Take it down, just pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more set. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come up once again and just stabilize in that little balance, and we'll tap it out. As we start to rotate, taking it into some little backwards lunges, and leg that's closest to your screen, take it back. And 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. Hold this 8th one. 8 pulses. 1, 2, deep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come up and balance. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back and switch. And 3, and 4. Let's take 5, and 6, and 7. one once again. 8 pulses. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up to one leg, hold. 2, stabilize. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's tap it out. Turn to face that screen. Take it into some little curtsy lunges. Step and reach the ball of the foot behind you. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Deep into those knees. 6, and 7, and 8. Let's circle the arms and reach. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Tap it out. Little side toe taps for 8. Here we go. Get those arms moving. 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7. Into jumping jacks next. Landing light. Keep breathing. Good, guys. Tap it out. Start to rotate. Only 2 sets of inchworms today. Option to add in 4 push-ups in the plank position. Nod your chin. Roll the spine down. Walk it out into your plank position. Upper back strong. 4 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk the hands back. Softly bend the knees. Roll the spine up. Nod your chin. Let's take one more set. Rolling it down. Walking it out. Strong upper back. Squeeze those glutes. Lift those abs. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk it back. Soften the knees. Roll up. Tap it out. Bring your legs into a wide stance. Turn the legs and feet out. About 45-degree angle on each side. Into some sumo squats. 1, and 2, and 3. Like you're sliding your back down a wall and sliding it back up the wall. 4 more. And 3. 2 more. We're going to hold this last one. And pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Continue. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rotate your legs and feet to parallel. Sweep your arms up. Hinge your spine forward all the way to the floor. Soften your knees. Roll up. Tap it out. Bring your feet and legs completely together. Zipping up your inner thighs. Extending the arms. Small, tight circles. Feel that nice bracing of the core. So stable against those arms. Circle the arms a little bigger. And just a little bigger. Get them going. Good. Now slow them down. Big range of motion here. 2, and 3, and 4. Extend them out once again. Small and tight to start. Feeling that compression. Make them a little bigger. Challenge the core stabilizers just a little more. And bigger. We're so close, everybody. Good. Slow them down. And 2. And 3. And 4. Great job, everybody. Grab your mat, get your band, get your flex ball, and we'll continue with our Pilates workout today. All right, everybody, we're gonna come down to our Pilates mats now. So I have mine just out with the long end facing my screen, and I have my flex band draped horizontally across my mat. And I just have my blue flex ball ready by the side of my mat. And I'm gonna go ahead and sit right down directly on the flex band and come into my favorite neutral sitting position, which today is going to be with my legs folded in. So make your choice for your body and go ahead and just draw yourselves right up on your sits bones. Nice neutral spine position, and rest your hands nice and heavy either on your thighs or on your knees. And let's go ahead and close our eyes. Direct our attention and our focus inwards. Starting to focus just on our natural breath pattern. Quieting the mind. And let's start with a little body scan. Bring your attention up to the crown of your head and just see what you're sensing and what you're noticing in that area of your body today. Notice if you're sensing any gripping muscles, muscle strain, muscle tension, feelings of anxiety, feelings of worry. Whatever you're noticing, whatever you're sensing, just let those muscles relax. Let that anxiety or that stress just melt away. Bring your attention now around to the back of your head and those little muscles right at the base of the skull. And once again, just notice what you're sensing in that area of the body. Any gripping tight muscles at the base of the skull. Any feelings of stuck stress or tension through the back of the head. Letting those muscles soften, relax, and release. Bring your awareness now to the muscles of your face, thinking about your forehead, the muscles around your eyes, your cheeks, and your jaw. If you're getting any gripping or clenching of those jaw muscles, any squinting of the little muscles around the eyes, any furrowing of the forehead, let those muscles relax and release. Let all that tension just melt away. Let's come down now to the muscles of the neck, noticing any neck strain or neck tension, letting those muscles soften and release. If it helps to take a little head roll in this position, go ahead and do so, releasing some of that tension. Let's come now down to the muscles right at the base of the neck and all the muscles around the shoulders. Again, seeing if you notice or can detect any tension, any strain, any gripping muscles. Letting those muscles now soften and relax. If it helps to take a little shoulder roll to relieve some of that shoulder tension, go ahead and do so. Let's come around now to the back of the body and all of the muscles that run right along the spine, all the way from the base of the skull, all the way down to the tailbone, and including the shoulder blades. See if you're noticing any clenching or tension in the upper back or in the lower back, or sensing that the shoulder blades are kind of riding up the back of the rib cage. Let those muscles just drop and soften and release. We'll come around now to the front of the body, thinking about the muscles of the chest and the abdomen. If you're noticing any tightness or clenching in the chest muscles, maybe the feeling that the shoulders are pulling forward or that the belly muscles are in knots, go ahead and let all those muscles soften and release. Bring your attention now to the muscles around your hips. Think about your gluteal muscles and your hip flexors. If you're feeling like you're clenching the hip muscles to hold your legs in place, really try to let your legs relax and let the hip muscles soften and release. Make sure there's no tension in your arms or no gripping in your fingers. And now we're going to bring our awareness to our base of support today. Just really feeling the floor take in the weight of our body. Feel the weight of your body really sink and melt into the floor. And just give yourself a moment to really feel grounded and really feel present in your body, in your mind, and in your space. Focus once again on your natural breath pattern. See if you can detect where that breath is going today. If you're able to breathe deep into the lungs, or if your breath feels more shallow or more restricted. Okay, and now we'll work on our breathing just a bit. Let's take a nice big inhale breath through the nose and start by pressing that air very, very deep into the base of the lungs. And we'll hold that breath for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then through your mouth, you're just going to expel all of that air back out. Very deep, deep exhale breath. Let's take that once again, in through the nose. A little bit more expansive this time as we go down deep into the lowest lobes of the lungs and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then completely exhale all of that air back out of your lungs. Moving on to a more diaphragmatic belly breath. Inhale through the nose, sending the air down deep, and let the muscles of the belly just push outwards and expand. And hold that breath for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then through your teeth, pressing that air back out, deflating the belly, pressing the abdominal wall flat towards the spine. And we'll take that breath once again. Inhale through the nose. Nice and big, very expansive. Push the muscles of the belly way, way out. Hold that breath for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then once again, pressing the air back out. Really completely deflating the belly. Completely exhaling all of that air out of the lungs. Moving into our lateral breath now. Inhale through the nose. This time we press the air through the sides and back of the rib cage. Holding that breath for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then very deeply out through that imaginary straw, starting to shrink the waist in from all sides, from all angles, activating the transversus abdominis. Inhale through the nose. Feel the rib cage really expand like a giant bubble. Hold that breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling through those pursed lips, activating the transversus abdominis and getting that gentle lift to the pelvic floor. Moving on, take a nice big lateral inhale breath through the nose. As you exhale, very gently tilt your chin towards your collarbones and round the back of your head, your neck, and your upper back over your legs. As you take this next inhale breath, really feel the upper back stretch and open. Exhale, activating that deep core. Inhale, once again, really open up the upper back. Feel the back of the rib cage stretch. Exhale, roll and stack your spine one vertebrae at a time. Coming once again into that very tall neutral position. Take an inhale, send the head over to the right. As you slowly exhale, release any tension from the neck as you circle the head. Inhale and exhale. Adding the shoulders this time, inhaling. Exhaling to release any accumulated tension in the shoulder girdle or the upper back. Take the shoulders around once again. Get a little deeper now. Let's bend from the waist and send the rib cage all the way around, releasing any tension, any stuck stress, any gripping muscles that surround the rib cage. And we'll take the rib cage around again. And flex forward and roll and stack. Starting with the head to the opposite side. Go gently. When you reach any tender spots, any tight spots, just roll right over them. Try not to force them. Adding the shoulders. Just nice and heavy. Taking the shoulders around once again. And now we add the rib cage. Feeling those little muscles along the spine just stretch and open. taking the rib cage around once again. And then flexing the spine forward. And then rolling and stacking to the top. Good. Now we'll take both shoulders up, roll them back, roll them down, and roll them forward. And once again, up and back and down and forward. Now just the right shoulder, up and back and down and forward. And up and back and down and forward. And left and back and down and forward and left and back and down and forward and both and back and down and forward once again and up and back and down. Go ahead and reach for your band on either side. Take an inhale breath, exhale, reaching the band up, pulling the elbows behind, and 2 and 3 and 4. Good, very stable through the rib cage. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and come all the way back. Go ahead and release the one that's in your left hand. Continue to hold the one that's in your right hand. Draw the arms straight up over your head. Reach to the side and let the band just kind of drape the side of your rib cage and come up and release it down. And once again, bring it up, laterally flex the spine, let the band just kind of drape right across the side of the rib cage and up and release. 2 more, reaching, laterally flexing the spine and up and release and reach and flex and up and release. Good. Let go of the one that's in your right hand. Hold on with your left hand. And same thing. We reach the band up. Let it drape right across the side of the rib cage as we laterally flex the spine. And up and release. And again, 2. And reach and up, release. And 3. And reach and up, release. Last one. And reach and up, release. Go ahead and come off the band. Wrap it around the back of the rib cage. Cross the ends of your band. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, pull those fists apart, stretching the band open, and release. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. This will be our last one, and 8. Slightly different today. Uncross the ends of your band. Continue to hold the ends out of the index finger thumb side and open the arms out to the side so the band is stretching across the back of the rib cage. And then pull your arms in and kind of make a circle shape with the arms. And then open. And 2. And open. So we'll go exhale and inhale. And exhale and inhale. And exhale and inhale. One more. Exhale and inhale. Draw the hands into the elbows into the side of the rib cage, into spinal flexion. Float those arms open. Let the band release behind you. We go into extension and back into flexion and return to neutral. And 2. Let that band open. Feel that nice stretch through the front of the body. Pull forward and up. 2 more. Reaching and open and forward and in, and 1 more, and open and forward and come all the way in. Extend your legs out in front of you about shoulder distance apart and hook the band around the arches of your feet. Feet are parallel, toes pointing straight up, kneecaps pointing straight towards the ceiling. Let's take the one in the left hand. cross it over the right end of the band, and hold the ends out of the pinky finger, taking an inhale breath, exhale, pulling those elbows back, and release, and 2. And 3, very stable through the front of the rib cage, and 4. Reaching those elbows, 5. And 6. And 7, this will be our last one, and 8. Rotating to the right, 1. Looking over that right shoulder, 2. Spiraling up each time, 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And this will be our final rotation to this side, 8. And come back. Uncross, recross with the other end on top this time. Take an inhale and exhale and pull that left elbow behind you. And 2. And spiraling, 3. Crown of the head pushing through the ceiling, 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And return. Uncross the ends of the band. Hold the ends out of the pinky finger side. Pull those elbows behind you and then pull your fists behind you and release. So we go into little tricep curls. 2. And release. And 3. Release. Again, stable through the rib cage. 4. Release. And 5. Release. And 6. Release. And 7. Release, and 8. Release. Good, guys. Fold the legs back in. Bring your band right up above your head. And once again, coming out of the pinky finger side of the fist. Inhale, exhale. We go once again into lateral flexion, letting the band pass right in front of the forehead. And 2. And 3. And 4. Now we're going to let the band pass right behind the head. 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. Bring the band slightly ahead of your forehead and pull the fists apart. 1. And 2. And 3. Big reach of those arms. And 4. And 5. And 6. 2 more. 7. And 8. Bring the arms up. Bring them back down, just slightly lower than the shoulders. We go back into rotation. 1. And 2. And 3. Tall on those sits bones. And 4. Big reach of those arms. 5. Pull those fists apart each time. 6. And 7. And 8. Pull the band apart once again. 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And we'll go 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And come through. Very good. Band goes across your lap. Rotate to face the side. Feet and legs in your Pilates stance. Sit bone distance apart, kneecaps straight up, toes straight forward. One hand behind each thigh. Tall on those sits bones to start. Taking an inhale breath. As you exhale, really mindfully spin the pelvis back, creating some lumbar flexion and rolling slowly through your spine. Pressing the belly button down, rolling into your supine position. Sliding your heels in towards your sits bones slightly and settling into your neutral spine position. Getting that sense of heaviness and connection right behind the bridge of the nose. Noticing that the back of the neck is slightly arched away from the mat underneath you. Noticing that the back of the rib cage and the thoracic spine is sinking heavily into the mat. Noticing that there's a little gap right underneath the belly button with the lumbar vertebrae gently arched away from your mat. Noticing that the back of the pelvis, the sacrum and the coccyx are weighted heavy into your mat. Just relax your arms, relax your fingers, open your collarbones, your shoulders, and your upper backs. Get a gentle sense of heaviness right across the front of the rib cage. And in that neutral spine position, take a nice big inhale breath. And then exhale through that imaginary straw, engaging the transversus abdominis and the pelvic floor. Inhale, floating the fingers up towards the ceiling. Exhale, extending the arms up over the head, reaching for the wall behind you. Inhale, bringing the arms up. Exhale, floating them back down. We're going to immediately go into some scissors. Inhale, float those fingers up. As you exhale, extend the right arm up over your head and lower your left arm. And then inhale, bring them up. And then opposite, left arm extends up over your head, right arm lowers and up. Keep scissoring right and up and left, feeling the stability in the upper back, and right and up and left and up. One more rep with each arm, right and up and left and up. Go ahead and reach for your band. Send your fists right up to the ceiling. Ends of the band are coming out the pinky finger side of your fist. Continue with your scissors. Inhale. Exhale to stretch the band diagonally across the torso, pulling the right arm up over your head and lowering the left, and up and opposite and up and right and up and left and up, feeling the stability, right and up and left and up and right and up. Last one, left and up. Now we're going to pull the band directly across the chest and up, sending those fists to the walls on either side of you and up, heavy through the front of the rib cage. 3 and 4 and 5. Let's take 3 more of these today, and 3 more and 2 more and 1 more. Bring the fists up and just float that band right back across your lap. Bring your hands back down by your sides, palms facing down. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale through that imaginary straw, engage the transversus, engage the pelvic floor. Take another inhale breath, noticing your neutral spine position. This time as you exhale, contract your abdominals and press into an imprint spine position. Keep your gluteal muscles soft. Take an inhale breath in that imprint position, and then exhale, release back to neutral. Let's take that again. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, contract the abdominals and press into imprint. Inhale, hold that imprint. Exhale, release back to your neutral spine position, taking a pelvic curl up into our bridge position. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, contract the abdominals, contract the gluteal muscles, and roll up into your bridge position. Inhale at the top. Exhale, rolling back down. Inhale. Exhale, abdominals and glutes, rolling up into bridge. Inhaling at the top. Exhaling to roll down. Keep that going. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, very clean bridge position. Exhale to roll down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, roll down. Let's take 3 more. Scooping the pelvis up, feeling the bridge position, and rolling back down. We'll take 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 1 more, everybody. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Adding a little challenge. Bring your right leg up to tabletop and then turn your leg out. Place the outside edge of your baby toe right across your left thigh, right up by the knee, and your right kneecap is pointing out to the side. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, same process, abdominals and glutes, roll up to your one-legged bridge position. Try not to rotate towards that right leg, and then roll back down. Inhale. Exhale, abdominals and glutes, roll up to bridge. Inhale, lifting those hips, dropping those ribs, and exhale, roll down. 2 more, same side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale to roll down as evenly as you can. Inhale and exhale. Inhale at the top. Exhale to roll back down. Release your right foot back to your mat. Pick up the left leg to tabletop. Rotate it open and place the outside edge of your pinky toe right across your right thigh, right up by the knee, and now your left kneecap is pointing out to the side. You create a little triangle position. Inhale and exhale, abdominals, glutes up to that bridge. Inhale, lift those hips. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale at the top. Exhale to roll down. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. We inhale at the top. Exhale to release. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Let's inhale at the top and exhale to release back down. Take your left foot, bring it back to your mat. Take an inhale breath and gently nod your chin towards your collarbones, bringing your eyes down towards your belly button. And then exhale, come back to a neutral neck position. Inhale, nod the chin. Exhale, return. Inhale, nod the chin. Exhale, return. We're going to come up into a chest lift this time. Inhale, nod the chin. Exhale, roll up to your chest lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, roll back down. Couple more, nodding the chin, lifting the chest towards the thighs. Inhaling, exhaling to roll down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale to roll down. We'll make a small change this time. Nod the chin, curl up, flip the palms of the hands up to face the ceiling, sweep the arms out to the side, place your fingers behind your head, roll back down. Make sure you can see the points of your elbows right out of your peripheral vision, right? Really cradling the head in the fingers. Take an inhale breath to prepare. Exhale, nod the chin and curl up and roll down. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and hold this 10th one. Inhale at the top, exhale pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, little pulses, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rotating your sternum right towards your right femur and pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to come through center. Send your sternum now, rotate your sternum to your left femur and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back to center. 10 more pulses. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take an inhale breath at the top. Exhale to slowly roll back down. Release your fingers from the back of your head. Bring your arms back down by your sides. Take a big belly inhale breath. Exhale, let the belly just sink down towards the spine. Inhale once again, really letting the belly rise and extend outwards. And then exhale, sinking the belly button down. And then we'll roll to our side and come on up. All right, everybody, just go ahead and take your band off to the side. We'll be using them later. And let's roll into our prone position, getting ready for our back extension work, right? My legs are extended right underneath me. long and straight, gently pointed toes, starting with the arms and hands in goalpost position and your forehead resting down on your mat. Using your co-contraction, pulling your abdominal muscles up and away from the mat underneath you so you have that nice stability. Little bit of downward pressure through the palms of the hands and the forearms to activate the muscles of the upper back. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, actively pull the crown of your head away from your toes and start articulating the spine up into extension. Inhale, nice open chest. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale once again. Exhale, pulling the head away from the toes, up into thoracic extension. Inhale, hold. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale and exhale, reaching, extending. Inhale, hold. Exhale to release. One more. Inhale. Exhale, really feeling the body lengthen and reach up. Inhale. Exhale to roll back down. Keep your upper backs active. Lengthen your arms right by your sides, palms gently pressing into the sides of your thighs. Take an inhale breath now to extend up and an exhale breath to release back down. Forehead meets your mat each time. And 2. Release. And 3. Release. And 4. And 5. And 6. We're going to take a nice long set today. Here we go. And 7. Pull those shoulders back. 8. Reach the fingertips through the wall behind you. And 10. Let's take 5 more. And 5. And 4. 3 more. And 2 more. And last one. And float all the way back down. Take those fingers, stack them right underneath your forehead with the palms of your hands facing down towards your mat. Forehead resting right on the backs of my fingers. Take an inhale breath and really relax your upper back muscles. As you exhale, slightly retract the scapula, lengthen up into a hover spine position. Inhale, holding your hover spine. Exhale, floating back down. Remember, hover spine is very low, barely lifted off that mat. Inhale. Exhale, retracting the scapula, lengthening more than lifting to hover spine. Inhale, hold. Exhale, float back down. Inhaling. Exhaling to strengthen the upper back, slightly retracting the scapula, lengthen to your hover. Inhale, feel your body grow longer, but not more lifted. Exhale, float back down. One more. Inhale. Exhale, retract the scapula, lengthen to your hover. Let's hold the hover this time as we inhale. We're going to exhale and pulse for 20. Very tiny pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's go 10, 9, very small. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale at the top. Exhale, float back down. Bring your arms out to the sides. Palms facing down, slightly lower than your shoulders, like the letter T. Relax your upper backs. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, start by lifting the backs of your arms towards the ceiling, and then lengthen to hover. Inhale, continue to lift the arms, but do not lift the body any higher. And then exhale, float everything back down to the floor. Your forehead meets your mat. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, just start by lifting the backs of the arms up towards the ceiling. Backs of the hands up towards the ceiling. Lengthen to your hover. Inhale, continue to reach the backs of the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, float everything back down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, the backs of the arms lift, reaching for the ceiling, and we lengthen to hover. Inhale, we continue to lift the arms. Exhale, float everything back down. Inhale. Exhale, backs of the arms reaching straight up towards the ceiling, lengthen to hover. Inhale, grow longer in your position as you reach the backs of the arms up towards your ceiling, and then exhale, float everything back down. Slide your hands to the fronts of your shoulders, bend your knees, and press back into your shell stretch. That was a good long back extension series today. So let's take a nice breath into the back of the spine, stretching those muscles, and then exhale, roll, and stack your spine one vertebrae at a time. Good job, everybody. Okay, everybody, we're going to go on to the 100, and I'm going to teach you yet another modification that you can do for the 100. This one is quite challenging, so go ahead and grab your flex ball, and I'll quickly describe it, and then we'll go in and you can give it a try and see if it's one that you like today, or you can save it for the future. Right after the 100, we're going to come back to tabletop or our Pilates stance, and we're going to go into a set today of 15 chest lift, high curl. We're really going to get those abs going, and then we're going to go into our modification shoulder bridge using the flex ball as well. All right, so a nice little series of 3 exercises. Okay, so for the 100 today, if you choose to do this one, after I get you into position, you're going to take your legs straight up in the 100. Quick demonstration. Okay? Start getting those arms going. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you exhale, you lower by about 5 degrees. 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to go down for 50. And then you're going to come back up for 50, all right? Nice challenging because we're loading, continually adding to the load on the abdominals, all right? Let's get ready to get into the 100. Here we go. Flexible between our knees, right? Nice and tall in our Pilates stance. Walk those feet in so you're feeling a little bit of that good pressure. Place one hand behind each thigh. Take your inhale breath. As you exhale, spin the pelvis back. That's how we always start. We're creating that lumbar flexion, rolling one vertebrae at a time as slowly as we can with that control. All the way back into the supine position, and then slide your heels in towards your sits bones. Relax your shoulders. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, contract those abdominals. Press into imprint. Bring your legs up to tabletop. Take another inhale breath. As you exhale, kind of deepen your imprint. Sink your belly button a little lower. Okay, guys, here we go. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, nod your chin, quickly lower your eyes, curl up, extend your toes towards the ceiling and get those arms going. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, lower, 2, 3, 4, 10. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 20. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. And out, 2, 3, 4, 30. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. And out, 2, 3, 4, 40. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. And out, 2, 3, 4, 50. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. And lift, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. And lift, 2, 3, 4, 70. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift, 2, 3, 4, 80. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift, 2, 3, 4, 90. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift, 2, 3, 4, 100. Come back to tabletop. Option to bring the fingers to the back of your head. Here we go for a set of 15. 1, and a tiny release. 2. Squeeze that bar with your knees. 3. Really lift the chest. 4. Belly button sinks down. 5. And 6. Really peel the back off your mat. 7. And 8. Getting close, guys. 9. And 10. And 5 more. Here we go. 4. And 3. Stay in it. And 2. And 1. And roll all the way back. Briefly take your ball out from between your knees. Hug your knees in towards your torso. And just rock your spine side to side just a few times. And then come back to center. Find your ball. Place it between your knees. Bring your feet and legs to Pilates stance. Neutral spine position. Just just that tiny little gap underneath my low back. I'm going to take an inhale breath, and as I little exhales, I'm going to squeeze the ball with my knees for a set of 20. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and continue to squeeze the ball on 1. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, squeeze your glutes, keep your spine neutral, pick your hips up into shoulder bridge, and then set them down. And 2, we'll take a set of 10. And 3, really lifting those hips. 4, keeping the ribs down. 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and we're going to hold this 10th one up. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, continue to squeeze the ball for another set of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We take our pattern. Our hips come down, squeeze up, and down, and up, and squeeze the ball. 2, and 3, and 4. Hips down, up, down, up. Squeeze the ball. 2, 3, 4. Hips down, hips up, and down, and up. Squeeze. 2, 3, 4. One more set. Up, down, up, and squeeze. 2, 3, 4. While we're up in the bridge, we're just going to squeeze and kind of tuck our hips up a little bit higher for a set of 20. Here we go. Tuck squeezes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do another pattern. Let's set those hips down and up. Down and up. Squeeze the ball, squeeze the ball. Tuck your hips, tuck your hips. Down, up, down, up. Squeeze the ball, squeeze the ball. Tuck your hips, tuck your hips. Hips down, up, down, up. Squeeze, squeeze, tuck, tuck. Down, up, down, up. Squeeze, squeeze, tuck, tuck. 2 more sets. Up, down, up. Squeeze, squeeze, tuck, tuck. Last set. Up, down, up. Squeeze the ball, squeeze the ball. Tuck those hips, tuck those hips. Isometric hold. You're tucking, you're squeezing. In, breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then just set those hips down. Good, everybody. Take your ball from between your knees. Just put it off to the side. And once again, hug your knees in towards your chest. And then cross the right thigh completely over the left thigh. Nod your chin, curl up slightly. Take that overhand reach of your ankles. Roll all the way back. Flex those feet. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, press the thighs in towards the torso and pull your feet and ankles apart from each other. And just breathe into that stretch. And then release. Uncross those legs. Recross. Left thigh completely over the right thigh. Nod the chin, curl up. Reach for those ankles. And then roll back. Take an inhale breath. Exhale. Pull the thighs once again towards the torso. Flex those feet and pull the feet and ankles apart from each other. Breathing into the stretch. And then releasing, uncrossing, rolling to one side. And come on up. Okay, that was a good ab workout and a good glute hamstring workout. Okay, everybody, now we're going to get ready for our new exercise for today's class. And our new exercise is called leg pull back. Leg pull back. In our Tuesday Zoom class, we did leg pull front. They're both planking exercises. In leg pull front, I'm just going to talk you through it and then we'll do it together, right? You start in a sitting position. The legs are lengthened, nice and long, out in front of you, toes gently pointed. Your arms are reaching behind you with your fingers either pointed directly forward, or I prefer, if you have any wrist issues, you may prefer to open those fingers slightly, about a 45-degree angle out to the side. My arms are not too far behind me. I don't want a big triangle shape there. I want them a little bit closer to my hips, just a little bit of space between my arms and my hips. All right? You're going to take an inhale breath. As you exhale, you're going to squeeze your glutes, really engage your core, and you're going into a back plank position, right? So you want to make sure you're in that nice tight box, back plank position, right? You're going to kick up one leg. We'll do the right leg first. Flex it at the top, lengthen your heels and come down and gently point your toe. Left leg up, big flex. Feel like you're pulling your heel away from the crown of your head as you lower, all right? And then to get out of it, we just lower ourselves down, okay? So really, if you have any wrist issues, really recommend kind of rotating the hands out just a little bit. If you're comfortable pointing them straight forward, you can. Important to really, really think about the core and the glutes for this exercise. It's not everybody's favorite. Some people love it. It's an amazing stability exercise. Really important to stay strong in the shoulder girdle as well. All right? So let's get into it. We're going to take just a set of 4. So we're going to go right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg for our 4 sets. All right? Here we go. Legs lengthened out in front of you, toes gently pointed. Send the arms behind you. All right, choose your hand position that's going to feel good for your body. Hopefully you've done just a little bit of experimenting while we're talking. Okay, take an inhale breath. Exhale, squeeze your glutes, really feel your core, and go into your plank position. Let's kick up that right leg, flex, and pull the heel away from the crown of the head. And then left and pull, and right, flex and point, and left, flex and point, and right, flex and point, and left, flex and point. Give yourselves an inhale breath, hold this position, and exhale. Just come out of it. Give your shoulders a little roll, release your wrists a little bit. It's a pretty big load on those wrists. Okay, so once again, that was leg pull back. So you'll want to be able to describe that for today's deliverable. All right, everybody, we're going to do a little bit of our side lying series right now, and we're going to do it with the flex band around the outside of our thighs. So go ahead and grab your flex band, and you're just going to kind of tie yourself into it. I would go with sort of a medium resistance today. So if you've got a heavier band, you might want to go a little bit wider. If you've got a lighter band, you go a little bit narrower, looking for kind of a medium level of resistance. And I always recommend tying a bow so that you have that easy escape. All right, so I'll go on to our left side, working the right leg first, okay? So I'm going to have you get into a nice long sideline position. You can choose your bottom arm position. It can either be lengthened with your head resting or elbow bent, right? Top hand is right in front of your rib cage. You want to cinch in on your waist, so you've got almost like a little gap, a little space between your mat and the side of your waist. Your legs are long and straight underneath you. Let's go ahead and start with pointed toes today. We're going to take an inhale breath. As we exhale, we're going to just lift that top leg up, keeping it absolutely parallel, and squeeze. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Keep the leg where it is. 8 circles towards the wall behind you. Pretty circles. 1, 2, isolating that leg. 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Now you're going to circle forward. 1, and 2, still very much isolating that leg. 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Now you're going to flex both feet. You're going to internally rotate your top leg, and you're going to kind of tap the ball of your big toe right ahead of your mat, and then come back. And 2, without letting the torso rock forward. And 3. And 4. It's amazing what that little bit of resistance can do, huh? And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. Come back. We're going to pulse that leg up for 16. Little bit of internal rotation. Pulsing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we'll go 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Bend your knees, send your toes behind you. Come up to your left elbow. Push the elbow down through your mat, creating almost a sensation of space right at the shoulder joint. Take your top hand to your hip. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, we're going to go into a side elbow plank, keeping our head in line with our spine and holding for a count of 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And set your hips down. Take your legs, swing them over to the other side. Okay, now we're lying on our right side, extending our legs long underneath us. Choose the position of your bottom arm, top hand right in front of your rib cage. Legs long and straight, and we're starting with our toes pointing. Take an inhale breath and squeeze. Good. And 2 and 3. Very important for this exercise, absolutely no external rotation in those legs at all, no turnout at all. And 4 more, and 3, and 2, and we're holding this last one up, 8 circles to the wall behind you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Circling forward now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8. Flex both feet. Internally rotate the top leg. Turn it in and tap the ball of the big toe right out in front of your mat and come back. And 2. Avoiding rotating the torso. 3. So you want to be exactly on your side. And 4. And 5. Getting those internal rotators working. 6. And 7. And 8. We pulse for 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squeeze the inner thighs together, point your toes, bend your knees, send your toes behind you. Come up now to your right elbow, right underneath your shoulder joint. Push down through the elbow, right? So you get that sense of space. Bring your top hand to your hip. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, we just lift those hips up. Beautiful side plank position. Keep the side of the rib cage nice and lifted. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more. Last one, taking an inhale breath and exhale. Set those hips down. Good, guys. Just swing your legs around. You can release yourself out of your band. Untie it if you need to. And just set it over to the side. We're going to do one more exercise today. We're going to go into breaststroke. So we did this last Thursday in our asynchronous class. Right, so breaststroke is a prone-facing exercise. My legs are laterally rotated. They're turned out now, and they are wide. So I'm bringing one foot to either side of my mat, just right off my mat. Okay, arms start in the goalpost position. Definitely want to be feeling your co-contraction for breaststroke. We don't want to take too much extension in the lumbar spine, okay? Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, come up to just a very low hover spine position, extending your arms through the wall in front of you. Take a nice big inhale breath, come into extension, and sweep and circle those arms behind you. And again, we exhale and inhale. Let's do a set of 8 today. And 3, and up, and 4, and up. Never too much extension behind the neck. 5, and up, and 6, and up, and 7, and up, and this will be our last one. 8, and up. And then come back to your goalpost position, slide your legs together, slide your hands right underneath your shoulders, bend your knees, push yourselves back into your shelf stretch, sitting on your heels. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, slowly curl your spine up. Good job, everybody. Just sit on the center of your mat. Bring your legs into just a comfortable sitting position like we did in the beginning of our warm-up. Hands to your knees. Just take a couple of nice deep breaths and send your head over to the right, just nice and heavy. And then flex the heel of your left hand away from your earlobe, just a nice diagonal. Good. Now it's just like you're pointing your fingers down and curling them under, and now you're flexing them up. And down and curl them under, and up. And down and curl them under, and up, and push the heel of the hand away from the earlobe one more time, and come up. And now take your head nice and heavy over to the left, and reach the heel of your right hand out on that low diagonal, heel of the hand pulling away from the earlobe, earlobe pulling away from the heel of the hand, and stretch and curl those fingers under, and then up, and under, and up, and under, and up, and one more time, pulling the heel of the hand once again away from the earlobe, and then coming up. Interlace your fingers, bring your fingers to the back of the head. Very gently, without letting the shoulders curl forward, bring your chin down towards your collarbones, and just let the elbows kind of hang heavy down. Getting a little stretch to the back of the cervical spine. Just breathe into that. And then slowly come up. Now you're going to let your shoulders come forward just a little bit as well. So start by tilting the chin towards the collarbones. Take the head over. And now just a little release, just the very, very upper thoracic spine. Sending those shoulders forward just a little bit. Feeling that stretch. Good, and come back up. Bring your hands back to your thighs. Give yourselves a nice deep inhale breath. And exhale. Okay, you guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you next week.